Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. Some great, fascinating news. I was on Facebook and then I found out just within this week there's a new Tupac museum open in LA. I contacted the museum in LA. I was willing to fly out just to go see this Tupac museum because it hit my heart, In there particularly, which I found the most fascinating thing, everything's fascinating, but what really struck my eyes was that there's a letter which Tupac wrote. It says, dedication for my album. And on there it goes, I first like to thank the Most High Allah. Yeah, I first like to thank the Most High Allah. And then he goes, I thank my mother, my sisters, and then so on and so forth. And then he goes on to thanking the Nation of Islam. So I reckon he converted to Islam. This is clear proof. Quickly, I'm going to make this clear. This is clear evidence in the Tupac LA Museum, right? Which I've asked a scan copy, please, if they could, and I'm willing to pay for it. That is a clear evidence that Tupac is a Muslim before the last days, maybe before he was killed in LA. Yeah, to live and die in LA once again, yeah. So, and also this is maybe the time when Mike Tyson was also with Nation of Islam, and maybe Mike Tyson spoke to him about Islam as well, and he's seen the change in Mike Tyson. And then also Tupac was in contact with the Nation of Islam in prison. And also he clearly in one of his interviews he mentions that there was they talked about the Illuminati, and he goes, I'm putting a K and I'm killing that. There's clear interview, he talks about the Illuminati, what it was about, yeah. Saying that also the people around, also Janet Jackson, Poetic Justice, Michael Jackson's brother Jermaine Jackson, Janet Jackson's brother Jermaine Jackson's also Muslim. Also Louis Farrakhan, Ice Cube became Muslim, right? And Islam is very alive within the community of the black community in America, yeah. So seeing Tupac with a letter dedicated to Allah, right? I messaged Napoleon straight away. This is within 3 days of me seeing it, and within 3-4 days of the museum being open. I'm in England, by the way, and I've met Brother Napoleon, and in all his interviews with respect to Brother Napoleon, he hasn't said that Tupac is a Muslim. He goes, he wasn't a Muslim. Clearly, you can find all his interviews. Napoleon said Tupac's not Muslim. Well, I sent that letter to him, and I go, Brother Napoleon, please comment on that, please, and let us know, because you are Muslim, and plus you knew Tupac on a good level when he was the Tupac Outlaws. Is there some things which you might not know? Maybe there's not everything he doesn't know about Tupac. What was on his mind. There's some letters or some revealing information. Even Napoleon could be learning from this too, from this museum. They go, this is all from the Tupac estate. They've got his letters, they've got his old tapes. I think Afni Shakur, she kept everything, is all from there, from things from death row. I had a good look in a video tour. Someone leaked out a video of the whole museum, So I want to say that out there, that Tupac, alhamdulillah, I believe he became Muslim, and may Allah wash away his sins and everything, and may him accept him as a Muslim brother. I believe Tupac became Muslim with this factual letter. I can't share it on here, but it's available in that museum, and it says dedication for my album, and he is right at the beginning, clear proof. That's the best proof I've ever seen, and I can't believe the museum is not scanning that, or maybe they want only people to go into the museum and to read it themselves, then sharing it to everybody, yeah. But this stuff is artifacts, they need to keep this stuff very safe. It's sacred stuff, especially with evidence like that opens the room for debate. That can also be the same for someone like Princess Diana. Was she close to embracing Islam before she died? Before she was also killed in a car accident too, yeah. And so there's things, these things are all speculations, There was Diana having a Muslim baby, there's all these things, and then the British royal family that got assassinated or these theories are out there, while we all, can do further researching. And also Tupac was very, also saying his mother, Afni Shakur, she was also associated with the Black Panthers, and the Black Panthers, there was unity of Christians and Muslims together. I'd like to end the story here with Afni Shakur. She was very connected with Muslim people, yeah, who are part of the Black Panthers. There was Muslims and Christians united together. So Tupac, he also in that video which I saw, at the age of under 10 years old, or I think he wrote a drawing to Bilal, and that's also my brother's name too, yeah. So he was talking to Muslims all the time, and also Fatal Hussein, Napoleon, parts of Death Row Records. There's Muslims around him, and also Tupac refused a role in menace to society because he didn't want to play a gang-banging Muslim. He goes, I don't want to play a gang-banging Muslim, which doesn't exist. He said that in his own words, I refuse to play menace to society, and he fought the directors. Even the director, he was on a DJ Vlad, and the guy's running around outside, and Tupac's chasing him, beating him up. So that's the kind of love this brother has, Tupac has, for Islam. It's clear evidence. And then not forgetting his last album, spiritual lyrics like the Holy Quran and his lyrics, that was his last album. And then also the other one, you're a Muslim now, no more dope game. His friend became a Muslim and goes, I'm looking out for your sister and everything. And in that video it shows you in a white suit on, and he's in heaven. So he knew everything was going to happen to him, and he was ready to sacrifice himself for the greater good. This brother is amazing. Tupac, it affects me more. There's parts of me when I was in Pakistan growing up, my friend Sahel, he showed me about Tupac, and then I went to Pakistan. I was studying down there when all this bloody 9/11 thing happened. And what got me through was Tupac. I was gymming, I was going to the gym, and I was like, listening to it all the time. Especially the All Eyes on Me album, Only God Can Judge Me. And I've got a tattoo here on my right shoulder, because I'm connected to it, I'm an Asian guy, but it doesn't matter about race. That's the beauty thing about Tupac. Black, white, brown. I think Tupac's got more white people following him than black people, This is just, I'm just trying to say that that's how much people have much love for Tupac. It doesn't matter what race you are, what color you are. Tupac, he loves everybody. That's the best thing about it. He just wants equality, which he's been saying from beginning. Changes. I want changes. Everybody can do some changes. We all can, for the greater good. And he's fighting against poverty, fighting against single moms who got who are too young to, like Brenda, got a child, and he's real talk. Everything he says about police brutality and wars in the Middle East. And bro, this brother, yeah, he's vocal. So going back again before I drift off into further things, there's a clear evidence that there's a dedication for the album, a letter which Tupac says, all praise be to God, Allah. I dedicate this to Allah, yeah. First in his letter, then he says his mom, and then he says his sisters, and then he says other people dedicated for the album, yeah. So this clear evidence. So I don't think even Mike Tyson's aware of this. I don't think Napoleon's even aware of this. I don't think even Janet Jackson's aware of this. Janet Jackson, by the way, she became Muslim too, and there's a documentary coming out of her as well, yeah. So Janet Jackson is Muslim, Tupac, and he also dedicated to Jada. I think he was in love with Jada at the time when he wrote that, yeah. So it's clear letter. I don't know how the Tupac estate and how the museum got hold of this letter, but that letter is sacred. I'm telling you, I've never seen nothing like that before. I'm excited, and I want all these other YouTube channels out there to pick up on this video, and then you guys do your own analysis and do your own interviews. If you guys want it, message me, I'll send it to you. And I can't find it online straight away, but I've got it, a screenshot, and I'll send it to you. It's in that museum. If anybody's in America, maybe you guys can take a photo of it clear, or speak to museum people, spread it worldwide, because this could be a news article. They could get the news media on this. This could be TV stations, all the TV stations in the Middle East, in Asia, Africa, all of that, who want to know that Tupac maybe accepted Shahada and he became a Muslim. And this is just news on its own. The museum, the Tupac Museum, is great news on its own, but this letter is even a bigger news, I believe, in the museum. because this tells us that Tupac embraced Islam before he died. Now this is for us, for the Islamic community, is very it answers a lot of questions for us, because we feel like this was one of our lost brothers, like Muhammad Ali, when we did the janazah for Muhammad Ali, and when he passed away, and we want to pray for this Tupac brother, and he's a shaheed, he died for the cause, for the greater good of mankind, and spreading the word of equality. And a Christian brother, Muslim brother, we're all together as one. But as a Muslim, and Tupac became a Muslim, that connects me even more to him. I was connected to him before as a Christian, but now, like, I love DMX, and he's a Christian brother. I love him, I love his, and Kanye West, Jesus Walks and stuff, and then he went off a bit. We're all human beings, we're all sinners, But with Tupac, as he became a Muslim, in that evidence in that letter, that just embraces me even more, and I'm more, I just love this even more. I just love Tupac even more, and I got a lot of his materials with me. I got, CD albums, I got books, I got Afni Shakur's book, Evolution of a Revolutionary, a book which she wrote, and everything. I'm very connected and empowered by Tupac, and by the original hip hop, what it used to be, until till now is all garbage, and I've plugged my ears off. I don't listen to today's mainstream crap, but I'll rewind back, and I'm sure there's a lot of people like me who grew up in the 90s and stuff, and the 80s, and there were great times where they focused more on lyrics, less on beats. Today's all about beats, and they want to brainwash you, and that can be another chapter. But if you guys like this video, stay tuned, more coming, and God bless you all. Assalamu alaikum, may peace be with you all. This is from Brother Ali, and touch on this, and I want all of the Islamic YouTube channels to touch on this topic. Please spread the word on that letter, dedication for my album, Tupac clearly wrote that I dedicate this to Allah. There's in the LA Museum, and you can guys find it there. Thank you.